the draft, I mean, there's a lot of healings and HP regeneration also. I mean, not super a lot, but they have all of these heroes on the side of Team Loops. They have their own innate capability to regenerate their HP. But I think onto the late game, I'm relying more onto the side of Team Secret's composition. They also have the power to actually become aggressive with the Ogren on the early stages. So I think I'm more relying onto the TS lineup for this series.
Okay, let's see if they are able to live up to your expectations here, Kaisaya, as we head into the Hero's Gorge. We have the HoK played by Kang in towards the mid, as it will be a jungle Jing. So a little bit of a switch up of the roles. The HoK can play in both positions, so nothing too out of the way for that. But the Heaven Blade Elaine skin is in the Gorge right now. Jing already be able to pick up the Crimson Golem, making sure that the invade is in vain here. And actually, if you're looking at how the rotations are coming in from the side of Loops, they're putting heavy emphasis on securing the jungle for Jing.
Yes, for sure. I mean, Jing is also like fast in moving across the map. But we can see how Mesotis together with Snow tried to go for an invade a while ago because they want to capitalize on the early game potential of the Ogrand as well. So I realized I mentioned TS a while ago instead of AG Global. I still maybe haven't moved on from TS versus Vitality. But yeah, here we go with AG and Loops. But how about you? I think I gotta return the question back to you. Are you interested just the draft alone? Are you leaning towards more in the T?
I mean, I can't hate the Jing pick. She's just such a flashy hero with the mirror domain and being able to do so much damage as well. Definitely the hero that they needed. But it's hard to vote against the Ogren as well. He's been doing very well in the recent days, and it's tough to decide between both these heroes.
So you just leave it just to me. So we continue. Yeah, it seems like that happened. But yeah, let's see. It's all about the execution anyway. We'll see how Loops in here will make use of the power of the Jing, but we cannot deny the fact on the plays that we have seen on the Ogran hero. But I'm also excited to see how the Guan Yu will actually, showcase his abilities in here.
Snow's been doing okay in the lane, neck and neck against the Elaine. That's what we're talking about in the laning stage. Ooh, Sarah taking a lot of damage, has to back off. No amount. He doesn't have the healing that AG has in the lane with the Dalia, so he's gonna have to rely on his skills to be able to regenerate his health. Slowly but surely, he's gonna get them back. So no harm done as long as he's not bursted down in the next few seconds. But Kank already level 4. He's going to be annoying with the Phase Rewind. Always very difficult to kill. Level 5 already on Snow. He's starting to rotate across the map.
Yes, that's true. And rotating toward... I mean, that's going to be an easy rotate for me. He's got his spores, so it's an easy one for him. Likewise, of course, Lived on the U1 is going to be an easy way for him to rotate across the map. Just going to be making use of the Mournful tempo to give him the tempo to rotate at the map. But talking about tempo, we can see Tempest already super low on HP, getting chased by the rest of the members of AG, HK, Guan Yu, and Yuhuan, but to no afford. No casualties as of yet within this 3-minute game time. But seems like a fight is ongoing onto the middle lane. Are they going to be fully committing onto this one? Jing already on the mirror domain right now. Will they actually finally get a kill in here? But going so low, he instead will become the first blood onto the hands of Team AGHK. Sotis will secure that kill, but meanwhile, onto the bottom lane, we can see Zeiss going so low. Ooh, almost to death in there. Fortunately for her, she was able to actually roll back to safety with, of course, some HP.
That was really close on towards the bottom side. Like I said, Zeiss barely surviving right there, but the Dalia able to heal him back up, so no harm done there. And we get to see Sotis in action with the Ogren. And as well as Snow. Snow just did so much damage in the last fight on this Guan Yu. And it's interesting to see also that we rarely see a Clash lane matchup where both of the Clash laners do go sprint. So both the Elaine and the Guan Yu both have sprint to try and move across the map to try and amplify the damage a bit more. So it's a little bit interesting to see that. Bottom lane, Sotis towards the front line. 4 heroes from the side of AG. The silence does come in, but Yuhuan pops the ultimate before it lands, so he's able to provide the healing to his team. And he will get his ultimate refresh there by the Dalia. So no harm, no foul here. Top lane, Jing going for a kill into Snow. Snow in some trouble. Snow will fall. Snow will melt as he will lose out on the Azure Golem buff as well, being given away to the side of Loops.
Really nice cross map play coming from that Jing and there, and not allowing Guan Yu to actually catch up on any team fight happening onto the bot. But for the meantime, there goes the aggression coming from Loop's members in here onto the top side. But it seems like they will leave all alone. So we continue the rotation onto the bot though, seeing some members on the side of Loops rotating towards that. Their tower on the bot is just a slither of HP, and this could be taken down anytime with a rolling raid coming from
might be in some trouble, taking a lot of damage. The silence does come in, but he manages to drop the pool in time and able to heal up from that. So very close call there for Qinglin to be able to survive. But hey, AG wants a fight. They want the tower as well. They move Devil towards the bottom side. Guan Yu is just trying to cut off any sort of backup that can come in, but looks like Loops will give up the tower and they will give a 1,000 net worth lead going towards the way of All Gamers Global. But hey, top lane, Tempest able to push out and play that macro game for himself.
Yeah, meanwhile, the siege continues in here, and again, cross map plays here and there. This is just, there is a slight lead on the hands of AG here, but we can see the potential of Loops. But meantime in here, Jing actually onto the middle lane, creating some plays with the mirror domain. Easy gonna get secure onto a kill. Lots of healing coming from the Yuan stuns connecting as well with the mournful sorrow. But oh, look at that, everyone's just gonna be disengaging, and we'll try to go back to safety.
Sides just really trying to find an opportunity to take a good fight to be able to take down their opponent's tier 1 tower. Both sides taking down very low there earlier on, but no casualties on either team. So the AG with the superior healing is going to continue to try and poke and prod to try and find opening there. No silence up here for Mitty at the moment, so that is one huge team fight component taken away from the side of Loops. But hey, bottom lane, tier 1 already fallen. That's going to be a win there in Loops' book.
Definitely though, but meantime we can see this chase coming off from Myosotis. He's gonna let them go. He needs of course some backup in there, but yeah, this is still kind of a stalemate in this 7-minute game time right now, because they are pretty much equal in gold, literally equal in, as well as in the kills as well, even the towers I would say. So a lot of things can happen. But I think in order for them to capitalize on a potential lead, they could actually try to go for a pick-off on their main carries. Could be Shere or could be Zeiss, and then
like I said, very even game. Both teams still trying to find an opening to break open this this stalemate here. Guan Yu rotating down towards the bottom side. Snow is going to try and stop ABH from pushing out the lane as aggressive as he is. Devil taking a lot of damage there from Zeri, but Zeri not able to finish him off. Not want to use his infinite vastness for that. Oh, a lane towards the top lane, trying to go for a kill. Tempest might be turned around. Qinglin in some trouble. Here comes Mitty. The silence does come in. Dalia in some trouble, but we'll be able to back off. No follow-up, no stuns.
Definitely not as of yet. They are actually not in a good position, but again, if looking solely on the rotation, it seems like both of them wants to make sure that their other end of the map is actually pushed. But meantime, a siege is ongoing already coming from the side of AGHK, but seems like one of the members here from Loops would want to create a play on the sides. I love how Long actually pushed the top, but that's the same thing that the sides actually have done in the bot. So again, still on a stalemate, nothing is happening as of yet. But we could anytime soon be able to see a potential, a power spike on one particular team. But I love the invade onto the jungle once more, coming from the side of AGHK. Will they continue to commit onto the team fight? Nope, they will not. But they will create some space for Zeiss to free hit on the
both teams are just so close. Like you said, oh, the silence misses, but the backline that we see 90 Tempest is already there trying to take a fight. He still has his death on Sunset. He can back up, but oh, they do lose Mitty on towards the backline. But here comes the Guan Yu, huge damage. Tempest gets burst down. Two heroes already down here for the side of Loops, and it looks like they might lose this tier 1 mid tower, as the Dalia will be able to heal everybody up, and everybody from Loops right now is just so low they can't take a fight right now.
Blue team has destroyed a tower.
Yeah, so true. I mean, now we're starting to see some spike on the going on to the side on AG Global, and that happened right after they gave the space for Zeiss to take the tower down the bot. So a lot of space created. Even Myosotis just making use of his what do you call this? If his path of passing, just to create that space, not allow, I mean, in not allowing loops to go to that free hit onto the backline. They do have again an access to the backline in the form of Tempest, a lane, but so far, I mean, he doesn't have an execute. He can sprint, but I mean, if he tries to go for an ult, that's sunset, and no execute for you, so it's not gonna be a sure kill.
Absolutely not. They will have to rely on ABH to provide the remaining bit of damage, and also for the Jing to finish off these soft heroes that, you know, Heino will be chipping them down. The Tyrant will go down very quickly, going towards the way of All Gamers Global as they look for a fight. The silence comes in, it's huge. Yuhan able to pop the ultimate in time though, as he gets refreshed, and Long has to pop his ultimate and try and back off there. Tempest is some trouble trying to sprint away, but sprint no more as he will fall. Fate Rewind will be used there, but Chang will not be able to back away from that, as that is 2 heroes down once again for the side of Loops. All Gamers Global, they want to secure a spot in the playoffs, and it looks like they are in the driver's seat at the moment. 3,000 network going their way.
Again, this is what we're looking for. Stalemate no more, said AG Global HK, as they get that control over the map. Even having a good flow of minion waves in the mid and in the bot as well. Anytime soon they can actually take down the tower. Again, Lady Sun really fast in taking down towers. Just gonna go for the rolling raid, even though they don't have any minion waves in there. It's gonna be an easy takedown of the tower if the S1 of the Lady Sun is present. So yeah, now they fall back and just be chill, because you know their skills are quite on cooldown. Although they all have the, thanks to the Dolia for the recess.
Yeah, it's been really effective on towards the Yuhuan, just being able to stand in towards the front lines and heal up his entire team. That's allowed AG to take a 5,000 net worth lead, and all the tier 2 towers are down already for the side of Loops. It looks like All Gamers Global, they want to go for more. They want to try and find another opening to end this game right here and now, because they know they're strong. They know they have a lead. They just need a way to break open the high ground, to break open the remaining 2 tier 3 towers in the side of Loops.
So true, but now this is definitely gonna help AG Global to even further push the lanes, because they're gonna get the buff from the Overlord Vanguards that will give them some true damage, and in which particular lane they're gonna drop this off. They're not dropping it off as of the moment. Potentially they will be waiting to make use of that as a saving grace later on. If so, in case some potential comeback could happen on the side of Luz, because I think they're still respecting the damage of the Long, and of course what the Jing can do.
It's not over yet here for the side of Loops. With the Jing, you always have an opportunity, but here they're trying to break open the high ground. Tier 3 down to half health already. It's gonna go down very quickly with the damage coming from the Lady Sun. She is doing so much damage. The Shadow Vanguard goes up towards the top lane, while the mid lane will be pushed out there by ABH, trying to buy some space, trying to buy some time for Zere to be able to continue on and get his next tier of items. We haven't seen what sort of itemization he's gone for yet, but I can feel it. He's almost there to his peak. So let's see if he's able to get it before they lose this game here. Tier 3 in the top lane does fall, and there is one more tier 3 tower left standing here for Loops to try and defend.
But it seems like this is going to be an easy takedown by AG Global as well. Access to the backline as well. What is happening? Is this the comeback we're waiting for? A lane trying to do his best to actually reach out the backline, but to no afford. He will fall down onto the hands of the members of AG Global. But then again, a free hitting Shera in here on the side of Loops, forcing the members of AG Global to back away. But they're still pretty have a good numbers in here. I think just gotta be respecting the HP bars of Myosotis they're super low, so I think they want to make sure that they are all complete again before they actually.
Yeah, but a good hold there by Loops. Didn't lose that game right there and then, but losing all the tier 3s is not a good spot. Let's look at the replay again. The Guan Yu knockback on towards the backlines just allowed them to burst down. Nitty and Tempest as well wasn't able to finish things off, so that was just two of your crucial heroes down for the count. That was all your team fight for the side of Loops, and without them, you're not able to take those fights later on. So 7,000 narrative lead for the side of All Gamers Global right now. They're looking in a good spot to secure their playoff spot. And Loops losing here doesn't affect their qualification, but will affect their seeding.
Yeah, for sure. Again, this is second to the last game for both of these two teams. So whatever will be the result in here will also affect the fate of the other teams in their group. So let's see how they're gonna go about this, because we can see the members of Team AG Global already trying to go focus fire onto the crystal, access to the back lane already. And here forcing the members of Lux to back away. Shields here and there, healings here and there. Myosotis will fall down. Is this still the comeback potential? No minion waves already from the side of AG, but something's coming up onto the top as well. They still have Zeiss, who was just trying to poke down the crystal, and there goes the minion
Silence.
wave. I think this is gonna be it anytime soon, but the members of the Slurps in here still try to go for a comeback. A double kill, however, and almost a wipeout, leaving Murphy all alone. And that's gonna be it. AJ Global will take that win away.
And with
from
that win,
Loops.
they all hear them shout from